If you're a professional in the lawn care industry or just a person that spends all day doing yard work, you know for a fact that your feet take a beating. So in this week's video, I figured, hey, why not talk about what kind of shoe or boot do I wear while doing all of my yard makeovers? So this is Kujo Yardware's Jax. They call them Jax shoes. And I've been wearing Kujo Jax exclusively for like 3 years now. Ever since I started mowing lawns, what is it, like 6 or 7 years ago? I always wanted something super lightweight. I tried Nike tennis shoes. I tried steel-toed boots. I was wearing the Chelsea ones by Georgia Boot for a very long time. I actually bought 2 pairs because the first pair I wore out. But then I discovered Kujo. A long time ago, nobody knew who Kujo was and what they produced. And then they started to release their yard shoes, and then they got into boots. Well, and then they released the Jax. Once I saw that the laces were gone, I knew I had to snag a pair. So I reached out to Kujo as a content creator. I'm like, hey, could I try these out and let my audience know how these feel, how long they last, wear them for a whole season, and give my honest feedback. Just keep in mind, they're not paying me to make this video. I just figured that for over 3 years, I've gone through 3 different Jax. So every single year they do send me out a brand new pair. But in all honesty, if they didn't, I could easily get 2 years out of this Jax shoe. I say that because the first thing that wears out is the sole. Now it's super thin on the front side, and that's usually where my wear points are, as you can see right here. Other than that, all of the stitching, even inside, doesn't rip, doesn't tear. These pull tabs are nice and sewed in place. They're not going to tear on you. This isn't 100% waterproof as well. So if you are working in super wet conditions, you're pressure washing, so on and so forth, remember this material right here on the side, flexible but breathable. So water is going to seep through onto your sock and eventually make your feet wet. So keep that in mind. If you are mowing lawns for a living and you do deal with a lot of rainy days, wet grass, overgrown grass even, maybe you're gonna wear these for pressure washing, do be in mind they do make waterproof versions. This isn't one of them. So aside from the laceless design, this thing is so lightweight. It's almost as lightweight as just a regular sneaker, like your Brooks or your Nike running shoes. And for me personally, I felt comfort right away, right out of the box. I guess just like with any shoe, you kind of have to break it in and conform it to your foot. But these ones were wide enough for my foot, and that's the biggest complaint about the Kujo Jax is they are not wide enough. I don't know if now Kujo makes wider versions, W versions. I'm 6'2". I don't have really wide feet. This one fits me perfectly. Fresh out of the box, the sole is very grippy. And this is also another piece that's going to wear out. I'd say probably in 1.5 to 2 years, you're gonna be slipping and sliding, especially if you are mowing hillsides or swales and the grass is wet. Oh boy, I've slipped many times in these. It'll wear out over time. You're stepping on rocks, concrete, cement, uneven surfaces. Of course it's going to. I don't think I've ever cleaned this shoe. This is the color black as well. They make these in all sorts of colors, but when they first introduced them, they only had the black and gray. They now have them in red, which I had for a little bit until one of my friend's dog decided to bury it while we were camping out in his property, which that's another story for a whole nother day. Side note, we did spend like an hour and a half just trying to search for the missing Kujo Jax. And we couldn't find it. I also had one in light green, I believe, but they have a blue one. They might even have one for all of you Skag users out there, like a black and orange version. But if you do want to clean this shoe, it's super easy. Just grab some glass cleaner or something, spray it on here, or some, where is that stuff? The Dawn Power stuff that I always use. Spray it on here, let it soak for a minute. And then you can honestly, if you have a pressure wash, you pressure wash it off or hose it off or take a rag, wipe it, and it'll be clean. So yeah, some final closing thoughts. These are perfect for anybody doing any type of yard work, whether you're a professional or just a homeowner. I would recommend you give these a try. I spent over $200 on the Eagle one, what are they called? They're made by Georgia Boot, the Chelsea Eagle ones. They're like $200 at my local store. I probably could have bought them cheaper online, but these are much cheaper than that. and they last just as long. Again, the soles do wear out just like on any other shoe. You're of course going to get more use out of it if you aren't a professional. So if you're a homeowner, obviously this might last 5, 10, who knows how many years. You can use this as just a dedicated yard work shoe when you're doing yard work on a weekend, mowing your lawn, trimming it, edging it, so on and so forth. But if you are a professional mowing 50, 60 lawns a week, like I was doing in my previous years, and now I'm a full-time content creator doing lawn transformations, sometimes 5 a week. Those are like 6 to 8 hour jobs, taking 10, 15, maybe 20,000 steps a day. My feet never hurt. They never hurt, just being honest. They never hurt after wearing these for the whole day. Y'all know sometimes you wear them boots and your toes start hurting or your heel starts hurting. They're just super uncomfortable. After 3 years of wearing this thing right here, this style, the Kujo Jax, it has truly been the most comfortable yard shoe I have ever tried. So I hope you guys have a chance to check them out. I'll have a link in the description down below. Yeah, I have a savings code, 10%. If you want to use it, go ahead. It gives me a slight kickback. That's always nice. But I don't make a living off of trying to sell you anything. Any of the products I show on my channels, I don't make a living off of that, okay? Trust me, it's only like max $10 a month or something like that. It's so little. But guys, check them out, all right? I can only say so much. If you want more information, check out, I'll have a link in the description where you can do your own research and get more information, sizing, colors, so on and so forth, price on the Kujo Jax. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have any video recommendations for me, if you want to see any other apparel or tools or mowers that I use, please leave the comments in the comment section down below. Take care, God bless you, and we'll see you in the next one.